خدنا قبل كده trigonometric ratios sine cosine and tan اللي هو trigonometric functions. وقلنا in the right angle triangle كانت الانجل دي ب 90 ABC. يبقى هنا خدنا ان ساين A كانت equals opposite over hypotenuse which is AB over AC. خدنا ساين C. اوكي كوزاين C كانت equals BC adjacent over the hypotenuse over AC. قلنا tan C كانت equals opposite over adjacent which is AB over BC. تاني كده تاني ساين C sine this angle equal opposite over hypotenuse and cosine this angle is adjacent اللي فيها على طول over hypotenuse. وtan can equal AB over BC which is opposite over adjacent والtan ده represents the slope at this angle يعني slope of this line at this angle. Okay خدنا some examples فيها for solving triangles. قلنا from a top of the tower for example an observer شاف بوت هنا بانجل of elevation ده الهوريزونتال سايد بتاعه angle of depression of 38 degrees. Okay, and if the height of this tower is 60 meters, how far is the boat from the base of the tower? Again, the tower, the height is 60 and the depression angle, the angle of depression, the observer هنا شايف البوت هنا, the angle of depression كانت 38. Okay, 38 equal 38 because this angle equal this angle, same measures. How can we find the distance from the boat to the base of the tower? We have this angle 38 according to this one. So we have opposite and angle and we need the adjacent. Which of these functions can we use? Which of this function can you use to find this length? Tan, because tan is opposite over adjacent. Then tan 38 equals opposite, which is 60, over the distance, which is x. Okay, and cross multiplication, by using cross multiplication or any operation that you need, you can find the length of x. Then x equals 61 times 60 divided by tan 38. Okay, so directly you can use it you can find it by using the calculator. It's okay. Okay, so we can use this trigonometric functions to find the distances or the angles of any right angle, because we took already sine and cosine and tan for the acute angle of the right angle triangle. Okay, and we also studied the sine rule, which found the distance between an oblique triangle, مش لازم يكون right angle triangle. خدنا distance and angles of an oblique triangle of any triangle, either كان right angle triangle أو ما كانش right angle triangle. We use the sine rule. ونكملها. هنقول sine rule for any triangle like this one, for example A, B, C. A is opposite to the side A, and B is opposite to the side B. C is opposite to the side C. And the side, we denote the side or we write the side as a small letter, and the angle with capital letter, and as we know before. Okay, so A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. This is the rule of the sine. Again, A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. Or we can write it as sine A, the same. Sine A over A equals sine B over sine B equals sine C over C. Can use either this or the same. The reciprocals of the ratios are equal also. Okay. And we used this case اللي هي sine rule, the sine rule. We used it when we have either two angles and one side, or two sides and none included angle. Okay, so you can use this theorem or this rule if the given is two angles and one side or two sides and one angle. And for example, if you have a triangle like this one, I'll give you an example. A triangle like this one, 38 and 100, and you have this side is 13, ABC. Okay, find or solve triangle ABC in which measure of angle A equals 100 and measure of angle C equals 38 and the length of CB is 13. How can we solve this triangle? We already have two angles and one side. Okay, we can find the third angle. The third angle is 180 minus the sum of these two angles, which is 138. It will be 42. So this angle is 42. And we can complete this table. What is this table? If you remember, we will write all the items of the triangle in this table, which is three sides and the three angles. The three sides are A and B and C. Okay, and the three angles, angle A and angle B and angle C. Okay, we already have the side A, which is 13. I'll write it as a given, 13. And we have angle A, which is 100, and angle C, which is 38. And I'll write by a different color the angles that we found and the sides that we will find inshallah. Angle B is 42. Okay, what about side C or side B? You can find any one of them. Already A is 13, so A, which is 13, over sine A, which is sine 100, equals B, which is AC. B means AC. This is B and this is C. Okay, B over sine 42. So B will be 13 sine 42 divided by sine 100. Can you calculate it by using calculator quickly, please?
Mister, you wrote 42 with B وسايد B not angle B.
Oh, angle side B is 42. No, the angle is 42.
لا in the schedule بس.
The angle,
in
not
the
the side.
square.
You wrote in the wrong slot.
يعني ايه تاني 13
مستر
مم.
لا ال 42
في
مكتوبة
الجدول
في
حضرتك
مكان غلط
كاتبها 42 مع البي مش مع انجل بي.
عند السايد هي
يعني
الانجل.
هنا قصدك بي هي 40
في الجدول يعني. ايوه كده.
انجل بي 42 قصدك في التيبل. اوكي ما نخلص.
ايوه
سوري. اوكي يعني احنا كده بنلاقي في مكان مش بتاعها يعني. اوكي بس كم complete the solution. اوكي بي equals كام؟ calculated by using calculator please. 13 sine 40 42 over sine 100. Hmm. Could you calculate it, please?
Still هتبقى equal 8.8.
8.8. Then B equals 8.8 and B is 8.8. What about C? Can you find C? Okay. C over sine 38 equals, please use the first one, the given one, and if you have some mistakes in the second one, you will ignore it. Okay, so use the first given, the given in the exercise itself, and C over sine 38 equals A, which is 13 over sine 100 again. Okay, sine 100. So C equals, can you find C? 13 sine 38 over sine 100. Can you calculate it, please? C equals what? Do you understand? حد مش فاهم؟
مستر طلعت لي 8.12.
8.12
Yes.
8.12. Thank you. يبقى compare between the sides and the angles. Where is the greatest side? Is A.
A.
So angle A 100. So the greatest angle is A. Where is the middle side? Is
B.
So the middle angle will be angle B. The shortest side
C.
is 8.12 C. Okay, so you have to compare between them. Approximately, you can expect the you can accept the relation between them. The greatest side is opposite to the greatest angle. The longest side is opposite to the greatest angle, and the shortest side is opposite to the smallest angle. It's okay. اوكي.
Okay.
problem. اي مشكله؟ ادي any triangle ABC بسرعه as we studied now. If we drop the perpendicular, some knowledge about the triangle to find the area and to find the sine rule. Okay, drop the height to find the area. Okay, يبقى قلنا ال A وال H وال B. مين ال A is the side opposite to angle B, و B is the side opposite to angle B, and H is the height. Sine A equals opposite over hypotenuse, which is H over B, as we revised before now. Okay, H equals, you can find H by cross multiplication of B and sine A. Okay, also sine B, you can find sine B, which is mean over mean. Sine B equals H over
Adjacent H
H
على
A
hypotenuse.
over hypotenuse. H over mean.
H over A.
H over A. Then H equals A sine B. Okay, so B sine A equals A sine B. Okay, لأن إيه بقى يا جماعة هنا؟ أدي B sine A equals، لأن ده ال H وده ال H، مش كده ولا إيه؟ يعني you can find H by using the ratio from the left or the ratio from the side, the right. H هنا كانت equal من الساين A، ساين A أهي، كانت equal H over hypotenuse، وكوزاين وساين B كانت H over hypotenuse. Then H from the side is B sine A, and H from the side is A sine B. Okay, so B sine A is the same as A sine B. Okay، طيب اهو ده الريشيو اللي قلناها. لو عملنا dividing by sine ايه لكل واحد فيهم، هيدينا B over sine A equals A over sine. ده الاستنتاج بتاع الثيرم نفسها اللي خدناها الوقت، مش محتاجينه. اللي هو هيطلع في الاخر اهو، هيطلع A over sine A equal B over sine B equal C over sine C. اوكي، ده الاستنتاج بتاعها، انت مش هتسأل فيه. you will use it directly يعني. يبقى for any triangle ABC, A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C, or sine A over A equals sine B over B sine C over C, as we studied now. Okay. If we are given two angles, لسه بنتكلمين فيها, two angles and the length of one side, or two sides and the length of two sides and non-included angle. Okay, so this is an example. Can you solve it? Can you solve this one? Find the length of side A. ممكن نجيب الايه بسرعة؟ بسرعة جدا. يلا يا جماعة. I'll give you 1 minute.
7 over sine 39
تمام.
equal
over sine كام؟ 39.
39
ايوه.
equal A over sine 118.
sine 118. جميل. يبقى الايه كان ايكوال بكام؟
ساين 7 ساين 118 على ساين 39.
تمام. 7 ساين 118 اوكي على ساين كام؟
39.
39. Okay, let's check the answer. Using the rule, A over sine كذا equals 7 over sine 39. Okay, A equals, and the solution is correct.
تمام.
Okay. هنا كمان, if we have two sides and the non-included angle, yeah, and the angle is not between two sides, like what? Like this one. Two sides and the non-included angle. If you have these two sides, this angle is included between two sides. But you cannot use the sine rule if you have two sides and the included angle. But if you have two sides and non-included angle, you can use it. Okay? Quickly, we can solve this, and we are going to check it after you solve, please. Okay? The sine rule, sine B over 8 equals sine 46 over 6. Okay, check your answer, please. So sine B equals sine 46 over 6, which is came 76 over 6. It's okay? Is it right?
هي طلعت لي 0.9 بس عشان نسيت اعمل
انا
شيفت.
برضو
0.9, we need the angle. We need the angle. You found the sine of the angle, but you need the angle. Shift sign of the answer will find the measure of the angle. Okay يا شباب. Could you solve number 2? You have two angles and one side. Then we can use the sine rule. Okay, please solve it. Huh.
5 over sine 53
ايوه.
equal x over sine 42.
عشان عايز البي سي يبقى A over sine 42, and A will be 5 sine 42 divided by sine 53 to find it. Okay.
ماشي طلعت ب 4.1.
4.1. Okay. Do you have any problem on this
لا
one?
تمام.
طيب, another one. Number 3. يلا. Please solve number 3. Number 3. Who can solve it with me? Who can solve
أو
it?
أنا.
Raise your hand if you know the answer. Raise your hand, please, if you know the answer. طحان واحد بس. ها. Mina. Only Mina. Okay,
أجاوب.
I'll give you 1 point, Mina, if you solve it, because nobody raised their hand.
Mr.
Okay,
Rafael.
Mina.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
I told
yeah.
you raise your hand if you know the answer, and the Mina only is raised his answer. His hand. يلا يلا.
6.7 over sine
Yes,
95
6.7 over sine 95 equals
equal 5.4 over x.
5.4 over sine x. Then sine x equals 5,
Sine 95 sine 95 divided by
5.4 sine
6.7.
95 over 6.7, and the answer will be the angle. So if you need x, which is a measure of the angle, you will find shift
Shift sine.
sine the answer, which is sine power of -1 of the answer. Can you find it quickly, please?
لحظة لحظة يا مستر.
لا مش هتبقى 53.4.
53.4 degrees. Okay. Number 4 and 5. Homework. 4 and 5 homework. Okay.
لسه ممكن 5 عشان اخدها سكرين شوت.
ممكن ايه؟
5 عشان ناخدها سكرين شوت.
اوكي لحظة واحدة. تكبر لي. Four and 5. Okay. Homework.